Hey Philip, do you know how to play Oscilio? Me neither, buddy. It's okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Flesh and Bad, and today I have a deck list that is inspired by me huffing paint fumes, and that is the Oops All Instance list. So this is a deck that is running 39 instants in the main board, with the goal being that we click the Oscilio button basically almost every turn, unless our hand is like really good. This lets us kind of cycle towards our threats like Gone in a Flash, Sigil of Brilliance, etc. It kind of basically gives us, if we're always clicking the Oscilio button, we basically almost get like 8 or 9 cards, or like 8 or 10 cards deeper in the deck, which is really good if you're trying to find our kind of core combo pieces. And this is why we're kind of running some of like the more questionable instance like Null Shock. Obviously, like just a very solid card is a 1 cost shock, but not very good against like Count Your Blessings decks or whatever. Sigil of Fall is also making it include just because it's something that we can cycle. It also does give you that +3 value if you use it on like Gone Flash. So like a good turn cycle might be like Gone Flash, Sigil Solace, you gain 3, and then you just get to park the Gone Flash and Arsenal again. We're also just running basically all kind of the lightning instance. We're also running Sigil Aether is just a more of a kind of arcane damage outlet, because you can kind of do some funny stuff with like Blast Oblivion to do that. Still on the blue blast just because I think that card's cool as fuck. I love to blast. It is my favorite thing to do. And then in the sideboard, we have some kind of the bigger spell stuff. So we have like Aether Spindle, Eclectics, Soul Tidings. And then Oasis is more so for the wizards. But these I think are more for like your kind of grindier matchups where you want to basically just always have like a Volsar outlet. So this might be against like Count Your Blessings decks or other decks. I'm not entirely sure on the sideboard, but the 60 has felt really good. Yeah, with that, we'll go ahead and get to the games. All right, looks like we got a 5. This should be interesting. I think we just want to remain 60 into 5. Curious if they're going to be able to race us. My assumption would be probably. Okay, this is a hand that does something. Let's go ahead and cycle our high voltage, see if we can find something a little bit better. That's kind of interesting. So you can do like fluttering, Sigil Brilliance, Arsenal Blast. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. We will not give them the cards back, even though it's funny to do so. All right, we'll do another fluttering, play out the Sigil Brilliance, Arsenal the Blast, and then next turn profit somehow. Seems pretty alright. Alright, we find our Blast to Oblivion, but we don't have our Sigil yet. We could end up bouncing this just for value. I don't think that's completely out of the question, although we do probably want to save the Flash of Brilliance for a better breakpoint or something, I imagine. I wonder if using Flash of Brilliance for value like this is generally correct. Feels really bad, but also it just kind of sets you up later in the game for something better. I could also be filtering here. The problem is like what's our play, you know? If we do end up using this. I think maybe arsenaling the flittering there on the first turn might have been more correct. Like play this out instead too, and arsenal flittering. Hmm. All right, snatch here. They can give go again, which would be annoying. They draw 2 cards. Probably do have to unfortunately block this. Let's filter our somersault, try to find one of our sigils. Another blast. Okay. Not an ideal hand here, but we can try to make this work. All right, 2 sigils in a dream. We can do fry, blast, sigil, sigil, go back up to 37. Alternatively, we can cycle a sigil. But are we guaranteed to find something better? Probably not. We do just dig deeper towards Gone in a Flash, though, so maybe that's worth it. Mind Warp. That could take him off a card, honestly. They're on. Oh wait, they are on. Yeah, they're on AB0, so that will take them off a card for sure. Yes, I guess we'll go ahead and fry, and then play sigil, pitch blast, mind warp. Seems pretty good, especially on AB0. All right, we find our Gone in a Flash, exactly what we wanted. We're having a distinct lack of sigils, though, which is unfortunate. We're probably going to want to filter something here as well, probably the high voltage. All right, Rising Resentment, coming in for 3. I think we could pretty safely block with one of our Gone in a Flashes. Because, you know, diminishing returns, obviously, on the second one. Coming for 2, I think that's okay. Engulfing Flame Wave. This is the one, you can play it. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty bad. But maybe they whiff. Yeah, if they whiff, we're fine. Alright, they get a Ravel. That's probably fine. It's a pretty good card. 0 for 9, or 2 for 9. Not too shabby. 2 for 7, rather. What do we want to do? I think we're definitely pitching the high voltage here. So let's go ahead and figure out what that is doing now. Finds a null shock. Okay. Oh, they do get the mass trigger off that. I forgot about that. Into an Ember Blade. Sure. I think that's fine. Another 1 is fine as well. And a Lava Burst. Okay. The turn that never ends. We'll do no blocks here, obviously. We maybe get one more turn in this game, so let's see if we can make it a good one. Cycle our null here. Find a flittering. That's good. So we can do flittering into electrostatic into blast. Arsenal the Gone in a Flash. Hope we have a turn next turn. Alright, Comet Storm Shock is not ideal. Yeah, not ideal. We're not seeing our sigils, which is really unfortunate. We've only seen basically the 1. Yeah, I think with Blast, you really generally want to see your sigils super early, so this is a little bit unfortunate. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take 3 here. We might need a block with this, which is also really bad. It's kind of just bad all around. I do want to almost cycle this too, if we can, but I don't know if they're going to let us. Alright, Brainless Cinder Claw is fine. Oh wait, whoops. Okay. Yeah, we won't actually get a card draw off this, so that's fine. They get a Phoenix Flame. I think we will go ahead and just block with our armor here. Doesn't feel great, but what else are we really doing? All right, finishing on a Scar for Scar. Okay, so I do think we want to filter here. Filter our Comets from Shock, see if we find something better. We find our Sigil Lightning, which is good, but it might be a little too late, honestly. We might have been able, if we filtered preemptively there, we could have found this a little one turn earlier, but oh, oops. It's fine. It's like this. All right, what is the play here? So I think we actually have a pretty good line here. So we can do Gone Flash, Pop Tunic, Greaves, play out the Sigil Lightning. Then we play Blast. We lightning press the Blast. Bounce the Sigil back to hand. We still met our action point here. Replay out the Gone in the Flash. Pass reacts. Play out the Sigil Lightning. Then we have 2 action points. We etchings. Also, I maybe should consider using bindings this turn. We target them, deal 9, get our Sigil Brains back, send another 4, and then we can send another 4. Pass, or we can do this now, I guess. And hopefully you can maybe kill them with like a Null Shock or a Comet Storm Shock or something. Because they do have maybe 0. So how many of those do we have left in the deck? We have exactly 4. So not great odds, honestly. And this is not a hand that keeps us alive. Yeah, so I think we pretty much have to try to dig for something here. So I think we'll start by pitching our Sigil Aether. Okay, that's not a Comet Storm Shock. I think we'll go ahead and block with Tunic here. All right, coming in for another 1. Don't think we can afford to block this. We did have to block the first one, I think. Yeah, I think our only out at this point is Comet Storm Shock. So I think we double block here and then hope they maybe are only sending 3. I can cover with that. It's not looking good, if I'm being honest. Okay, it's just the Ember Blade. Wait. How many chain links do we have here? I think they only have 1, right? Yeah, they only have 1 Draconic chain link. So we can park the Gone in the Flash there. We can then discard this at the start of our turn, just dig for Comet Storm Shock. Let that resolve. Yes, Sigil of Aether. Pitch the Sigil of Aether. Like flittering now. They have to give us a card here at least. Or a 3 block here at least. Block with a Lava Burst, that makes sense. Take 1. Alright, we need Comet Storm Shock 1 time. Oh, we found it! Let's go! I did not think we were going to win this game. Sick as fuck. Alright. Jam out all our shit. Fuck you, Phi. Phi's fine though. I'm not mad at the Phi for any reason. I just aggro decks eat this deck alive a little bit. Yeah, that was a pretty good game. I didn't think we were gonna get there halfway through, honestly. Some of those hands were a little bit clunky, but I think we managed to make it work. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into another one though. All right, looks like we got a Dio, which is a little bit of a tougher matchup. We do get to go first though, which is good for us. Okay, this is just a pure race, I think. So this is gonna be a little bit tough, but I think we can probably get there. Let's see. We'll see. Okay, what do we have here? New CLV Comet Storm. They are on AB3. Sets up the CLV for next turn, and we Arsenal the Gauntlet Flash. Seems pretty good. Whoops, we should sorry. We should play the CLV up first. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I guess we'll play out the Comet Storm. Play out the CLV. Oh my god, hold on. Alright, play out the Comet Storm, play out the CLV. Deal 5 damage. Alright, CLV trigger. Yes, Somersault. I think I'm gonna pitch it to try to find a sigil, which we do. Perfect. And then we're gonna Arsenal our Gauntlet Flash and hope to have a 7-card hand next turn, although we don't have our Tunic counter up. God, I almost wonder if we bring back the Blossom of Spring. I might honestly throw that on the board after this. Not having your Tunic counter up against some decks is just like so rough. Like I would pop off on this hand in a heartbeat, I think. I think we maybe still do. Probably still do, to be honest. Alright, so we give up an equipment here. This will go ahead and give up the Greaves. Alright, Boom Grenade off the top. Yes. Not off the top. Off the top. Okay. Coming with the Heist. If this hits, they get a Tekla Pounder. Oh no, they can't get a Tekla Pounder. They get a Dissolving Shield back. Is that fine? It's not great. But like what, I don't think we have a choice here. This deck is not a deck for people who like to block. I think we're blocking with our Flash here because we just want to return our Brilliance to hand, discard our Blink. And then we can start blasting like crazy next turn. Discard our Blink, get our Brilliance back. Okay, we have a hand here. The problem is the resources. And their Dissolving Shield. Okay. Hold on. If we Alright, there's like probably a correct way to play this hand, but the line that I see is that we use Sigil Solace as pitch. Although I guess we can just filter the Sigil Solace and see if we can find anything else. Because we're basically just going to use that to pitch to Greaves. Unfortunately, we don't have our Blossom here. Okay. Now we're using Sigil of Lightning to pitch to Greaves. And then we just go crazy with our Blast. And then we don't pop our Bindings because we don't have an Arcane spell yet. We're probably going to pop our Bindings on the turn after this one, which there definitely will be a turn. We're only turn 2 in the game at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna throw Blossom of Spring back in this deck for some of the more aggressive matchups. I feel like I just always die before I have Tunic counter up. I get close to dying, or I like have a pop up turn and I want the Blossom against like some of these more aggressive decks. So we'll start with our Gone in a Flash. We're gonna pitch the Sigil of Lightning to the Greaves, play out Sigil of Brilliance, then we'll do Blast, bouncing the Brilliance, playing a Brilliance, bouncing a Brilliance, Blast, playing a Brilliance, bouncing a Brilliance, do a bunch of things, profit at some point. So we will pass reactions, CLV trigger, we'll let that resolve first. Get an Etchings, which is perfect, although they do still have the their little zero cost dissolving shield there. So we play this out. Pass. Oh no, sorry. We should Greaves first. We do Greaves, pitching the Sigil of Lightning. Play out the Sigil of Brilliance, return this to hand. Now we pass. Play out the Blast to Oblivion now. Replay out the Sigil of Brilliance, draw a card. Notably, we don't have a thing in graveyard yet for the Etchings, but we can discard to Oscilio to put something there. That might be worth it, honestly. This is one of those turns where I'm going to need the comments to tell me like what the actual best turn here was. Okay, we Blast now, returning the Sigil Brilliance. We get a Blink. Don't think Blink is exactly what we wanted, but maybe it's okay. So now we pass here. We then play Blast again. We don't have a Somersault, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think we saw one a little bit early. We'll then replay out the Sigil, bounce the Sigil of Brilliance, draw CLV, which is not incredibly useful right now. I think we are supposed to... So either discard the Brilliance or we discard the CLV. CLV at least will stick around for another turn. Like I want a Sigil to get back with the Etchings, I think, is the idea. But I don't know if that's right. Feels like it's right, though, to just get the extra value there. All right, Electrostatic is good. So now we will do Gone in a Flash. Play the Electrostatic. Turn the Gone. Play the Gone. Blink the Gone. Play Seal or play Gone, CLV, play Etchings, Gone again. I feel like I'm like mumbling to myself. I feel like I'm mumbling to myself like what the line is here, instead of like explaining it very well. So now we blink after reactions. Generate 2 action points. We do Volzar now. Play the Etchings. They're basically almost dead, right? Same being 12. Oh god damn it, it's so much fun. Okay. Dissolving Shield pops. Yep. 15 Arcane is pretty good though. I don't know if you all can see it. You probably can't on the screen. Also, I should maybe like move my camera so you can see the banish a little bit easier. Oh. Technical difficulties. Okay. Nothing banish, by the way. We will then play Gone in a Flash. I think I sequenced this turn. Okay. You all can give me shit for how I sequenced this turn. I like probably did something wrong at some point, but I still did it mostly correct. Like I think I deserve like a B plus at least on this turn. Uh, if you think I deserve a B plus, let me know in the comments. I think this is a B plus turn at least. All right, we return this. Pass. We send another 4, taking off 2 cards. Or we take off 1 card, I guess. We could have also saved our Garden Flash for next turn, but we're going to draw 2 cards off our sigils anyways, so I think it's fine. Keep one of our CLVs around. Oh yeah, this hand's... we're like absolutely winning this game next turn. Well, actually, we don't really have like a blast target, but I guess it's fine. We'll figure out a way to kill him. Probably discarding the high voltage just to find a spell at this rate. Alright, Common Storm Shock does it, probably. Pop our bindings here just to get the extra amps. Another blast. Flittering. I'm not going to think too hard about this hand. I think this hand still just kills, but I think we do have to do a little bit of work to get there, maybe-ish. So we'll do this. Get our Sylvia trigger, get a Mind Warp. Play out a Blast to Oblivion. I'm not thinking super hard about this. I think we just kill with the Common Storm Shock. Then we do just the... Oh, we have to do... We can do both and then keep the Sylvia around again. Well, I guess we don't keep Sylvia around. Yeah. Okay, I think they're off with it. That makes sense. That was a pretty sick turn, though. How much damage was dealt that turn? Dealt like 30 damage that turn. Played 16 cards. Lamau. Anyways, well, that was a pretty good game. Let's see if we can get one more. All right, we got a Victor. I think we can probably afford to do some of the slower stuff into Victor, maybe. Like maybe we don't need this super aggressive package, and maybe we can just bring in like some of the swell tidings, eclectic magnetisms, and get rid of some of this. Let's try it and see how it goes. I'm not 100% sold on it. We could also bring in the crown for this matchup. Been debating switching out the crown for Balance of Justice. I think it's pretty good in this matchup at least. All right, looks like they are on AB2. So we will start by filtering, I think. We'll pitch our high voltage and see what we find. Another discharge is okay. Block 2 here, set up our sigil. Hold on to these two. We can always filter next turn. Okay, flittering is fine here. Do we want to pitch any of these? So we can do discharge into flittering. Then what? We null. I'd almost rather just find action. Okay, it's not really action, but it's okay. This hand's awkward. What if we just said flittering and then we shocked for 3? I guess it's fine. I don't feel too strongly about this. Cartilage Crush, first action, costs an additional red. I think that's okay though, because we can do CLV, Sigil Brilliance. No, we can't Volzar if we do that though. I mean, it's okay to not Volzar. Could also block 4 on this, but seems weak. I think we're just gonna send Spindle for 4 here, not pump on Volzar. It's a little bit fine. This is a pretty good hand to set up. So we play out the Sigil Brilliance, play out CLB, we then Spindle, paying the 1 extra. Oh wait, sorry, we can't pump on Volzar, because I forgot we had the Sigil Brilliance. Right, yep. So we can do the full pump. Get a draw off CLB. Don't have a way to filter in this. Well, we could always just play out our arsenal. Okay, so what do we want to draw here? Etchings is obviously great. Probably want to draw this off the top. And then Somersault seems risky, but maybe it's fine. So if we like top three, put Sigil on top, play out the Sigil. I think we just want these two to set up. Yeah, I think we just want these two to set up. So then we can play out the Sigil of Aether here. Keep CLV around, and then we know the next 3 on top, or 2 on top, rather. Okay, this is not exactly what I wanted, but it's fine. Probably going to discard one of these Sigils of Conductivity here. Okay, another Cartilage Crush is fine. Let's filter one of our Sigils here. Find a Mind Warp. Not crazy about that, but that's fine. Part of me almost just wants to like use Crown to find action here, but I don't think we need to. All right, let's do the Sigil Brilliance trigger first. Okay, we find our Gone in a Flash. It's really good for us. So this is probably the turn. We can then do... Are we discarding anything here? I don't think we need to. I think we just play it out and then pitch our Mind Warp. We can keep our etch. Well, I think we want our etchings, right? So we can get our Sigil Brilliance back. So I think Mind Warp's the pitch here. Then we Tunic, Greaves, Discharge, replay out the Gone in the Flash. Oh, I guess we already had one floating. Whoops. Yeah, we already have one floating. So we can do past reactions. CLV trigger, we let that resolve. Draw another Gone in the Flash. And then I think we can pop Greaves here. Then do Electrostatic, return the Gone in the Flash. Play another one. I'm in for 7 this time. just keep bouncing this back and forth and then end on etchings, and then we can get one extra trigger. Actually, I don't even think we can, right? Because we don't have the extra action point here. Well, we can play it out afterwards and just not bounce the Gone in the Flash back to hand. So I'll amp this. We can then get our Sigil Brilliance out and then play out Gone in a Flash. Our CLV will go away. Okay, this is the hand that can kind of develop out a Gone in the Flash pretty well. Looks like they're just doing an E-Strike too. I think we're chilling here. So we'll block with our Aether Bindings, I guess. And then do we want to filter anything? Actually, sorry. Let's go back to before the attack. We'll discard the Null Shock, I think, to try to find something a little bit better. And then based on that, we'll filter with our Crown, I think. Okay, I think that does it. So now we want to probably just block with our bindings here. Yeah. I think we can also play out another Brilliance. Just get the extra pump on the bindings here. Although I guess it's the same. I guess we get the extra card draw though. Yeah, this works, I think. So we'll pop our bindings. Draw 2 more cards. Ooh, we get to Somersault Blast. Oh, that's sick as fuck, actually. Okay. Okay. Wait. So we do Blast first. We Somersault the Blast. Return this to hand. We then play Gone in a Flash. Alright, I'm starting to see the line here. We also get them to whiff the Trounce. Very, very important for our strategy. Hopefully don't see anything good. Okay, they do see something good. That's fine. Oh, we missed our reaction. Sorry. Played out. Same thing. They reroll the Trounce. Go to reactions. We bounce the Sigil Conductivity back to hand. Keep the Blast around. Then we do Gone in a Flash. Replay out the Sigil Conductivity here. Not sure how much we're amping off our bind. I wish there was like an amp counter on the bindings, like they have for the lightning rod. We then play out the Blast to Oblivion. We blink it. Play out Gone in a Flash. High voltage. Do some stuff. Play Gone in a Flash off the embodiment. Take another one. Turn it one more time. The gift that truly keeps on giving. And then we can just pump this guy for a billion. Hold on this for if there is a next turn, but I don't think that's very likely. And then I guess we can just Volzar the first one. It doesn't really matter, right? So we are currently amping for 15. Pretty good. Decent turn. All right, that was fucking sick. I really like this version of the deck a lot. The problem is it is very like glass cannony. I'm almost wondering. So I want to go back to the list real quick. I almost wonder if there's maybe some merit here to trying to tech for the matchups that are like heavily disruptive. So maybe like we bring in. I kind of like the all instant thing, just because it. I feel like it in your race matchups, like seeing you're gone in a flash is like the most important thing, obviously, right? It also like filters you towards your sigils and stuff. So I kind of like this shell. I think the board maybe needs a little bit of work. Like, when are we bringing these in? The Oasis is I have a clear plan for. It's just kind of these other things I'm not 100% sure on. Yeah, it's a good question. We'll continue to iterate on this list though. We might also want like a reinforced line or something just in the board for Azalea or something. Or like maybe an E strikes. I've been seeing those kind of crop up, so maybe just E strikes for an off turn. Seems alright. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Those are some pretty fun games today, and I'll see y'all next time.